Behind the Philippines' largest convenience store chain is unfazed by worries federalism will wreak havoc on the country's fiscal health. Warren de Guzman returns with this report.
A member of the Consultative Committee on Charter Change rebukes the statement of Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Ernesto Pernias that federalism will wreak havoc on the country's fiscal situation. Professor Edmund Tayao says the reconfiguration of the national bureaucracy should translate to efficiency and not higher costs. He also says he will give up on his advocacy if critics can name one country which did not benefit from federalism.
Yung sinasabi nila na additional bureaucracy, no, the bureaucracy is already there. You already have regional directors of the different agencies. All you have to do is to reconfigure them and have them part of the whole regional government. So, in terms of cost, ang idadagdag mo doon yung elected officials. No? This is not a forever recurring issue, because in the first place, once it's already in place, you're trying to factor in some funds that will be freed in the process of transition and put it in another pot. If you look at Kenya, for example, before it federalized, akala nila lahat ng African countries failure, no? Pero pag tinignan mo yung Kenya, tingnan mo yung South Africa, no? They actually worked wonders when they reconfigured their form of government. If, let's say, for example, there are 2 or 3 more members of the cabinet that would say the same, then perhaps there's really lack of understanding and communication as far as the executive department is concerned.
Those opposed to federalism include the European Chamber of Commerce and the Philippines Foundation, or SAPI, both of which would rather not deal with different sets of regulations in different locales in the country. Credit ratings agency Fitch said on Thursday a reversal of existing policy framework, which could happen if the change in government pushed through, would result in negative rating action. One businessman, however, doesn't expect federalism to result in massive changes.
There will be drastic changes in taxation, just because there's so much at stake, not just us. There are bigger businesses at stake. Why would you do it? You'd probably keep it stable.
The Philippines 7 Corporation president adds his business is somewhat insulated from any regulatory risk from federalism thanks to its franchise business model.
The farther away you get from Metro Manila, the more the business tends to be franchised. It's kind of the operative rule. So that risk is borne by franchisees and hopefully people with some influence over local regulations, some familiarity with the local context.
Philippine 7's expansion plans this year includes the opening of 370 new store locations and a possible 12th distribution center in the Leyte-Samar area. Warren de Guzman, ABS-CBN News.